Hey guys, it's Mackie. Welcome back to another video. Um, if you haven't seen any of my other videos, be sure to go to my channel down below and check those out. Today we are playing the St. Andrews Old Course for our league round, and stay tuned to see how it goes. Let's get into it. So hole one at the Old Course here is 344 yard, par 4. No need for a driver here, so we do have 3 wood in hand, just trying to throw something out into the middle of the fairway. So ball come out right on me, unfortunately, but we did find a fairway. That is the good thing about this Old Course here, is fairways are quite large, so they're easy to hit, unlike our last video, which you should go check out. So 80 yards here. We do have quite a bit of wind into us, so we've got 5 wood in hand. So another right ball, but distance was exactly kind of what I was looking for there. So just to the right hand side of this green here for our third shot. Try and leave something on the green there for our par putt and or a gimme. So did not catch all of that one there, leaving it very short, giving us our first long putt of the day at 73 feet. So first putt of the day comes up really short. We actually made it exactly halfway there, so our bogey putt is 36 feet. So all we have to do is kind of simulate that last putt that we just had. So a good putt overall, just left it short there, giving us a double bogey on the first. Hole 2 is a 396 yard par 4. So driver in hand here, just trying to throw something into that fairway there and try and capitalize on an approach shot. So a low kind of knuckling ball is how I would describe it. Just falling out of the air there. Ended up in the deep rough here with 235 yards left. We've got 3 wood in hand. Just try and get something up there close to the green. So another right ball, but happy with how it came out of that long stuff there, just to the right side of the green. So for our third shot, we've got 58 yards here, 60 degree in hand, just trying to get something up there and have another crack at a putt there, maybe try and save par. So decent contact there, but with these green complexes and stuff like that, it's quite hard to judge exactly from that distance where to kind of put the ball. So 34 feet left here with a huge breaking left to right, just trying to get it to the top of the hill and kind of have it just fall down towards the pin. So unfortunately, still trying to dial in those speeds to not get it up the hill far enough for it to die in. We've got a now 15-foot putt here for bogey. These speeds were really messing with my head here, so I did end up getting that in our gimme circle and walking out of hole 2 with a double bogey again. Hole 3, a 338-yard par 4. So we've got 5 wood in hand now. Just trying to find somewhere in that fairway. That's always the goal, is to play out of the fairway. So decent contact there. The wind kind of made it fall out of the air there, but we did end up finding a fairway, and hopefully we can capitalize on this approach. So 130 yards up 1 foot. We've got wind pushing into us from left to right. So another right ball on us, but club choice there was a good club choice. Had a 9-iron, just aim was off. So right side of the green here, 36 yards left to this flag. We got a 60-degree in hand. Trying to forget about those first 2 holes and start getting comfortable in this round. So a little too under that one, kind of just popped up on me. Didn't make it overall as good as contact as I was planning to, obviously, but 34 feet left here, about half a foot down for our par. That downhill really messed with my head there. Didn't know exactly kind of how hard to hit it. The speeds of these greens are probably the toughest of this part of this course. So 13 feet left for our bogey. And we leave it short again. It's about the name of the game on this round. So another double bogey there. Tough first 3 holes, but let's see if we can change things on hole 4. We've got a 423-yard par 4. Driver in hand, aiming at the center of that fairway there, anticipating if anything was to move left on me, I'm safe, and if anything wants to move right on me, I'm safe as well. So just right of our start line there, but a fantastic drive overall. One of my better drives that I've had in a while, contact-wise and feel. So just to the right side of this fairway here, we've got 166 yards left to this pin. Goal here is to just find the green. So ball is cutting just a little right on me, but I anticipated a left or right miss there. Just was hoping it was going to stay on the green. Unfortunately, we just rolled off the back. 21 yards here for our third shot. Anywhere close to be able to give us a viable par putt here is the goal. So I ended up nipping that one pretty good, just a little too much oomph on it, but exactly what we kind of planned there was just give us a shot at this par and try and turn this round. So 8 feet left here for our par. And we crushed it. Thank goodness we ended up hitting the pin on that one, or we would have been way past this hole. So thank you, pin, for saving our par. Hole 5 though is a 474 yard par 5. It is the number 1 handicap on this course. So again, we've got driver in hand, just find fairways. Big goal. And one good drive turns into a bad one. Just got super under that one, skied it. So 229 yards left to this pin. Or sorry, 229 yards to ideally where I'd like to play my third shot. So 5 wood in hand. So a ball kind of got caught in that rough there. It was much deeper than I anticipated, but as you can see there, I was shaking my hand going like, slow down, just somewhere in the fairway. So 188 left here for our third shot. A few feet up. I've got 5 iron in hand. I'm hoping to kind of land this short, having it run up to the green there. So a little chunky on that one there, but it did come out pretty straight on us. Kind of started to cut a little bit at the end. But nonetheless, we did leave ourselves in a decent spot there for our 4th shot. So a little bit of green to work with in front of this pin here. Just trying to get up there on the surface there with my 60 degree and maybe have a shot at par. So I ended up clipping that one really nicely there. I was able to get it inside that gimme circle and save par on this shorter par 5. So hole 6, 361, par 4. So you can see there, just trying to shake out some of the jitters, really try and forget about those first 3 holes and capitalize on the rest. 3 wood in hand, a little bit downhill. Wind is into us, but anywhere in that fairway I'm happy with. Just trying to stay away from those pot bunkers. As I say that, we almost kind of starting to scare one there, but stayed inside that fairway, leaving us 155 yards for our second shot here. So again, started right of our start line and just kind of started working right ever so slightly. Did make it to the fringe there, just on short right, I would say, almost pin high. So a 30-yard chip here from the fringe for our third shot. Didn't think that one was going to get there, but it did end up bouncing into that gimme circle there, giving us another par. So hole 7 here. We've got a driver in hand. Well, we did fix one thing on that last one. We didn't get under it. It came out kind of like a little bullet cutting to the right there. Did leave us in a great spot here, 69 yards for our second shot. Wind is pushing left to right, so I did aim left of this pin here, hoping that wind kind of push it towards it. And there's the handicap. So a lovely thin out of us for our second shot there. We are now on the other side of the green with a 45-yard chip. Thought I was going to get more of that one there based on power, but you know, got a little bit in my head from that second shot there. So now leaving ourselves a 61-foot uphill putt for our par. And we did kind of figure out the speed a little bit on that one there. We were able to save a bogey. Hole 8, we've got 140 yards here, par 3. So downhill and a little bit of helping wind. I did decide to aim straight at this pin here, anticipating if I was to cut it, you know, the wind would kind of hold it off. And this one ended up kind of coming out drawing a little bit. Almost ended up in that pot bunker there in front of the green. Luckily we did get a crazy lucky bounce, just leaving us on the other side there. So our second shot here on this par 3, we've got, it says 52 feet. Not sure why it kind of switched me up there from yards to feet, but it's foresight for you. So I did kind of nip that one there, but not enough spin, you know, coming out of that rough there. I should have left it a little bit shorter. But we do have a putt here to try and save par. We've got 9 feet. And luckily again we ended up hitting the hole there, otherwise we would have blown past it. Very happy with that hole. So hole 9, 285 yard par 4. See if we can finish strong here. So no need for driver or anything off the tee here, just something that kind of plays that 190, 200 number. And a huge chunk out of me there. You know, we were doing so well staying out of these difficult bunkers. It's the one thing you don't want to do at the old course is get in any of those pot bunkers. So pretty much almost pressed up against the front of this bunker here. We really just have to try and get the ball up in the air as quick as we can and worry about our next shot afterwards. So unfortunately caught the lip there and we fell back in. Although though this is a better look at trying to get out of this bunker, we are further away from that lip, so this shot here we should be able to get out no problem. And we did. Although thinking about it now, I should have moved myself more to the center of that fairway there, leaving us a fairway shot. But we are just inside the left-hand rough here. We got gap wedge in hand with 115 yards left. Great contact on that shot. The only reason that did move left on us there, we did have right to left wind. Should have took that into account, but based on our previous shots, everything was cutting on us, so I felt that was a okay line for me to try and take. 15 feet here for our bogey. Unfortunately, we weren't able to hit the hole on that one and try and save a bogey, but double bogey nonetheless. Finishing off at +9 for the day. So overall, like you saw there, +9 for the day. The swing didn't feel great at all. The fifth hole there is the #1 handicap on this course, and we did end up parring it, which does feel good. The hardest part about this course, I would say, was the green complexes and as well as green speeds. Really dialing in those putts and speeds and stuff like that, I think, hurt my game and hurt my score quite a bit, as well as a couple of those bad shots. But I think I bounced back pretty well with those bad shots. It's just working on that putting and stuff like that. So if you enjoyed today's video, please hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button. It really motivates me to keep posting these videos, keep recording, and showing you my journey to becoming a better golfer and stuff like that. The hardest part, I would say, right now is, unfortunately, we are inside and all of my videos so far are on a sim, but I can't wait for that snow to go away. We are praying that it goes away sooner than later. But stay tuned for more videos and Road to Scratch coming this weekend.